Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k15 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz. This is the go-home episode before Survivor Series. And this week on Monday Night Raw, we're going to find out the last couple of matchups that will take place at Survivor Series. So in fact, we're going to have 3 matches on this show. And we're going to have 3 #1 contender matches. So this is all about finding out the final card for Survivor Series. So this is the match that we hyped up last week. It'll be Zayn and Neville, Next Generation, coming up against the New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston. And, of course, they were the former tag team champions. Another #1 contender match as we have Brie Bella coming up against Nikki Bella. So the Bella versus Bella, this should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that one as both got a big victory on SmackDown and main event to get themselves in this spot. Henry and Sheamus will take on Ziggler and RVD. And we'll talk about that in a moment. I forgot to mention it last episode. The Ascension will take on Curtis Axel and R-Truth. Kane versus Daniel Bryan in the #1 contender match for the US Championship. That will be our final match for the show. As we have this one to close it out, we have Roman Reigns and Randy Orton teaming up to take on The Rock and Seth Rollins. In fact, I did what you guys told me to do regarding the whole Rock thing not working. Still can't use him. Still out of action, so I don't know what's going on there. So if you have a fix for the whole injury thing, let me know. Sheamus and Mark Henry defeat Ziggler and RVD. Ascension versus Axel and Truth. It is our tag team champions getting the victory, and our main event, it is going to be Roman Reigns and Randy Orton losing to The Rock and Seth Rollins. So our contenders suffering a little bit there, and perhaps Randy Orton's hopes of getting himself another opportunity for the title diminishing very, very quickly. Here comes Neville now, as Zayn and Neville did pretty well last week to knock off Cesaro and Kid to earn themselves an opportunity to be in this #1 contender match coming up against the New Day, who were the former tag team champions. Technically do have a rematch clause, but we've decided we need to make them earn it. So they're going to have to beat Zayn and Neville tonight as one half of Next Generation there. Neville, here comes the other half, Sami Zayn. So speaking of tag team matches at Survivor Series, I've been reading your comments. You guys were not all that thrilled with Rob Van Dam and Sheamus. I mean, you liked it, but you thought, well, we want to see another Survivor Series tag team match. So I've listened, and I've decided we're going to do a second Survivor Series tag team match. So it will be Team Sheamus versus Team Rob Van Dam. So I can tell you right now, Mark Henry will be on Team Sheamus. And if Kane does not win against Daniel Bryan later on, he will be on Team Sheamus. If Daniel Bryan loses, however, he will be on Team RVD. And at the moment, so we have Mark Henry on Team Sheamus, and then another mystery spot. RVD, though, we don't know anyone on his team. He's got 2 spots available for his team. So the New Day just coming out there, by the way. So RVD has 2 available spots for his team for Survivor Series. We don't know who they are going to be, but I get the feeling that RVD may have a couple surprises up his sleeve. He might call in some friends. I don't know. That's just the general consensus I'm getting. So let me know in the comments section who you would like to see team up with Rob Van Dam at Survivor Series against Team Sheamus. And it has been a bit of a rivalry going on for a while, RVD and Sheamus, and it's starting to really heat up a little bit. And some other guys like Henry and Kane, Bryan, Ziggler, they're all getting themselves involved in this kind of situation. So it makes sense to be bringing a couple extra guys, make a tag team match out of it. Of course, to the Survivor Series, I was only going to go with the 1 tag team match, and that was kind of like my formula that I was going to do for Survivor Series. But you guys have been asking me and spamming my comments, going on the website, commenting, and just telling me, look, we want to see Team Sheamus versus Team RVD rather than just a singles match. So that's what you guys are going to get. So let me know who you would like to see on what team in the comments section down below. Anyways, Neville and Sami Zayn versus the New Day. And by the way, if you're wondering what's the go with Heavywoods, I put to change his attire to the New Day attire, and the game didn't work. I mean, look, Big E and Kofi Kingston's worked, but why didn't Xavier Woods' attire work? I don't know. It happens all the time. It happens too often than not. It's kind of frustrating. Does that happen to you guys? Did it happen, when you try to change an attire, you get in the game and it's the default one? It's annoying. But it is what it is. So if you're wondering what's the deal there, that's why. As a nice move there by Kingston, taking down Neville. So the New Day, former tag team champions, lost it at Hell in a Cell to the Ascension. And by the way, the Ascension have been looking pretty good, picking up the necessary victories, I think, to keep their momentum rolling. We haven't showcased them throughout the weeks building up, but they've certainly been flying on the radar a little bit and winning matches when necessary. The New Day, you know, they've been a little bit hot and cold. They've probably done enough to warrant being in this match regardless of, you know, the fact that they have a rematch clause, but definitely I think they need to earn it a little bit more than just having the rematch. So if they beat Zayn and Neville tonight, obviously that will cement their spot in the Survivor Series WWE Tag Team Championship matchup. But Zayn and Neville, they're two young kids coming in and looking to make a big impact here on Universe Mode and Monday Night Raw. They haven't really done that yet, as we highlighted last week when we talked about them. Zayn going over the top, went for a splash, and he's not going to get there, as Kingston rolling out of the way. So pretty similar styles of these teams if you take away Big E, who's pretty agile himself, let's be honest. Got that explosiveness to him. But Zayn and Neville can fly around and pretty quick, pretty agile themselves. Cover attempt here. Big E gets in there and breaks it up. But definitely New Day, they were a very good tag team. They were very good tag team champions, and they were always a team that needed to keep proving themselves and keep earning their opportunities, keep earning the respect of myself personally, and a lot of you guys watching who weren't all that sold on the New Day's efforts. But hey, the New Day held the titles for quite some time. They lost it and held us out to another new team with the Ascension. So we've had some new teams come in. You know, we just saw Axel and Truth compete. They're another new team. Cesaro and Kid, relatively new. And even Next Generation, relatively new. As Sami Zayn, oh, nice tornado DDT. Down goes Kingston. That could be enough to put it away and get themselves an opportunity at Survivor Series. But Zayn's going to wait. He's going to wait for Kingston to get back to his feet. And uh-oh, down goes Kingston. And now the submission hold applied as well. Big E's coming. Don't get too excited. Big E breaks it up. So there you go. Nice move there. Nice little sequence there by Sami Zayn. And getting himself a good opportunity to put Kingston away. Unfortunately, Big E was there to get involved. And you have to remember Xavier Woods is watching on as well. So that could also impact Next Generation's chances of winning this one as well. And we spoke about last week how Sami Zayn and Neville, the opportunity for them to go singles is certainly there, but I feel as though both these guys, they want to have that tag team run. They want to have success as a tag team before they move on. And this is a really good opportunity for them to get themselves an opportunity at the tag titles at Survivor Series. So they need to make sure that they take this chance with full force. Otherwise, they could be back on the back burner of the tag team division. I know Golden Stardust is still doing well, and Cesaro and Kid are racing through. So it's some tag teams that could overtake Neville and Sami Zayn to put them on the back burner. So they need to make sure that they take every opportunity they get, and certainly right now there is no better opportunity to get themselves an opportunity at the tag. I'm saying opportunity a lot, Jesus Christ. There's no better chance for them right now to get themselves a shot. There you go, at the Survivor Series tag team titles against the Ascension. Now Kingston gets in the matchup. And we saw Kingston get in a little trouble before, and now he's going to try and get a bit of payback on Zayn with a nice little neck breaker sequence there. Neville probably needs to get himself in here now that Kingston's got himself in, a bit more fresh, and getting a bit of damage and offense in on Sami Zayn right now. But Kingston takes down Zayn. What's he thinking now? He's going to go for a tag, another quick tag. That's a nice tag team work there from these two teams as they try and get the better of each other. Obviously, quick tags, you know, we've spoken about this so many times, but quick tags really, when you think about, when you watch the matches that we've seen here in Universe Mode, teams who occupy that quick tag team rotation constantly, they generally end up winning more matches than not. And a team like the White family really used that really well, and now we're starting to see the New Day kind of use that to their advantage as well. But whilst I was talking, this man, Adrian Neville, got himself in the ring. Here it is. Shoulders down. Kingston in trouble. No, he kicks out of 2.5. Big E this time not deciding to get in there. Probably didn't feel as though that he was going to get there. But he almost, Neville almost got the win. Just like that. 2.5 count on Kingston. Now the quick tag. I thought Neville probably should have stayed in for a little longer rather than bringing Zayn back in. Here's some teamwork again. Oh, Sami Zayn, nice boot to the head. And a lot of you guys were asking me as well, get some more tag team moves for these teams, and I do plan on doing that. I know that some tag team finishes and tag team moves in the corner and things like that, they're all pretty generic. So I'm going to try and pick out some ones that I feel as though might suit these teams to try and, you know, do something. If you have any suggestions as well for moves, let me know. But I want to try and spice up these tag teams. I know it's very limited in the game itself, what you can actually do, but, you know, at least I can, you know, add a couple extra moves there, Arsenal. Oh, Neville again. Nice Hurricane Runner. Down goes Big E. He's in a lot of trouble. Neville rolls him over. This should be it. 1. No, Big E powers out at 1. It was a nice move by Neville. I thought that might have caught Big E off guard and could have got the pinfall victory. Not going to happen, though. And now Big E. Oh, nice strength and power there. Slamming down Neville with ease. And now the New Day back in control of this one. And Next Generation have to do something quick. And he's going to get thrown around again. Neville in a really bad situation right now. He has to try and get a tag, I think. Uh-oh, Big E heating up with a nice, just running over him like a freight train. Nice move there by Big E. Didn't get the win though, as it was just a kick out of 1. But some momentum building towards Big E and the New Day. As Neville's launched into the corner. And a tag again. Here comes Kofi Kingston now. Bit of tag team action. Here we go. Both men flying, taking down Neville. Zayn, he needs to get in there quickly. And he does before a count can occur. Big E was just, he probably knew that wasn't going to be the winner. But he just waited and watched on. He's now out of the ring. And Neville's just getting pounded by Kofi Kingston. These kicks right to the back of Neville, doing some real bad damage. As now Sami Zayn will get back in here. And that was a much needed tag, to be honest, because I really thought, you know, Neville was struggling. Here we go again. We saw this move before. And a nice move again. And hey, repetition's kind of being a key ingredient to success. As now Zayn, nice move. This should be it. Zayn with a beautiful move. We saw this before. We've seen it before, and this has got them a victory in the past. But Big E, he realized that that was a big move. Could have put Kingston away, and he got there just in time. And now Kingston, wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Just like that, sweeping Zayn off his feet. But it didn't get there again. You know, the tag team, you know, you can't really get too excited about some of these moves because you just know that they're going to interfere and break this up. But Zayn, he's got himself back in it after receiving a big move by Kingston, who swept Zayn off his feet. And now Zayn back on his feet. Kingston is as well. Who's going to hit the next one? I think he just one big move away, perhaps, from finishing this one off. Both teams are very close. Oh! Kingston, off the top! Crossbody! Cover! 2! Yes, he just got it! Yes, he did! Just gets it! And that is the end of this one. The New Day will get their rematch after all against the Ascension at Survivor Series. Well, there you go. Just like that, we saw Kingston flying off the top, grabs the legs, hooked it, and Neville was just a tad slow. There it is from Kingston, the crossbody. And the key to that was he immediately hooked the leg, immediately went for the cover, and he got it. And it didn't allow Neville enough time to get in there and break it up. So the New Day have done it tonight, and they could be getting those tag titles back around their waist in a matter of days at Survivor Series. I've got to say, I thought Zayn and Neville were going to win this one, so I'm a little surprised the New Day got it, but just like they've been doing for a long time, proving me wrong. So now we'll move on to our next match. Here comes one half of the Bella Twins, and the Bella Twins are going to have a very interesting encounter tonight. Brie Bella coming out right now. Bella versus Bella action. So this is going to be tough because we've seen Brie Bella have success here in Universe Mode before. We haven't really seen Nikki move away and step into the singles limelight. You know, Brie, it's been a while since she's done it too. So this is going to be a good opportunity for one of these Bella Twins to get an opportunity at the Divas Championship against Paige at Survivor Series. And you'd have to say Nikki Bella probably needs this opportunity a little bit more, considering she hasn't had, you know, a Divas Championship run in the past, I believe. Brie hasn't really had a great run herself. You know, she won it and she had to vacate it very quickly at one time. So Brie Bella now tying up with her sister. So this is going to be an interesting encounter. We saw, you know, the Bella Twins in the last couple episodes of Universe Mode start to get a couple of wins and start to pick up vital victories over good opponents. You know, I really thought it was going to be Emma or Natalya in this spot, but it wasn't. And both Nikki and Brie were getting the victories when needed. And, you know, now they've got themselves an opportunity for to be the next #1 contender for the Divas Championship. Obviously, AJ Lee, you can't forget about her. She's really been the unlucky one in this whole situation. She's been winning every damn match, except for against Paige. So AJ's had to move back You know, even though she's beating some of these contenders, she's had to step back because she's no longer in title contention because she just had one and she lost. So AJ has to wait for her turn. I think, you know, maybe if she starts to get on a bit of a roll again, maybe we'll see her in action at TLC. I don't know. A nice little Hurricane Runner there by Nikki Bella. Down goes Brie. So sister versus sister at the moment. Nikki in control, but Brie with a counter and a belly-to-belly suplex there by Brie Bella. And Nikki back to his feet now. So, you know, like I said, these divas, they won the matches when they deserved it. And you might think, well, you know, have they really done enough? It's been the past couple of weeks where these divas have stepped up, and they haven't really been featured all that much. So for them to get an opportunity is pretty lucky, I gotta say. But it's just been on account of Emma and Natalya and AJ doing okay, but not really winning enough to try and push them from doing that okay to they're the next contender for the Divas title. So, like I said, I thought Natalya or Emma were going to be the ones, but it wasn't to be. As Brie's got Nikki, nice move there, down goes Nikki, and Brie is in control of this one right now. But Nikki getting back to her feet, she's going to try and do everything. Oh, big couple of slaps there on her sister. I'm sure she's done plenty of them in the past as well. And a nice counter there by Brie, kick to the knee to the midsection, I should say. And now Nikki trying to get herself back in this one, sweeps Brie off her feet, and she's going to go for the pin, going to try and win this one. Brie kicks out though. So, like I said earlier, I mean, Brie has had the most success between these two so far. So Nikki really needs a victory like this, and obviously getting a win over your sister. You know, these two will know each other's game inside out. They'll know exactly how to beat one another, and they'll know exactly what they need to do. So it's going to be interesting to see who can hit off their big move before. You know, first, you know, if it's Brie, you know, she'll try and put Nikki away ASAP. It was Brie in control, but Nikki now, she's back in it, you know, and she's just sweeping Brie off her legs again. Another pinfall attempt. Here we go. Brie kicks out before a count can occur. So the winner of this one will take on Paige at Survivor Series. And, you know, probably thinking about it now, we probably should have had a triple threat and probably put AJ Lee in that matchup. Considering she has done so well, we probably should have made it a triple threat. I don't know, is that something you guys want to see? Let me know. I'm all about doing what is best for business, and I listen to the fans. So do you want AJ to be in there to make it a triple threat? I didn't think about that. So that's just kind of come to my mind right now. You know, maybe we should put AJ in there, considering she has done so well. And that way as well, you also have an extra contender in there. But then again, you know, we did see a fatal four-way not too long ago for the Divas title. So maybe a singles match is, you know, necessary. As Brie's got the leg of Nikki, and she's got a half crab right now. But she releases the hold before a tap out can occur. Nikki was getting close to the ropes anyways. And now Brie, here we go, off the ropes. Oh, double drop kick. Right to the head, both the legs, right into the skull of Nikki, and this is going to be the beginning of the end. Face first, down goes Nikki. Brie is going to be our new #1 contender, just like that. Nikki has not been able to beat her twin sister tonight, and Brie Bella has done it again. She's on a bit of a roll in recent times. We've seen this in the past, but it's amounted to nothing. Is this time going to be, is it Survivor Series where we'll finally see Brie win back the Divas Championship since a long time? It's been, you know, maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's been a good, like, year since Brie has held the championship. So she's pretty happy about herself, pretty proud she got the victory here. And she certainly needed it, in my opinion. I think it's been a tough road for Brie and Nikki in recent times, both not really in the Divas Championship scene, but they are now, and Brie's definitely getting an opportunity at Survivor Series, whether it be a triple threat or singles match. We'll have to wait and see. But here comes our final match of the show to determine the next contender for the United States Championship, which of course Dolph Ziggler does hold. These two men faced a couple of weeks ago, and it was Kane defeating Daniel Bryan, but before that, Daniel Bryan has beaten the likes of Mark Henry, he's beaten Sheamus, he's beaten just about everybody but Kane. And Kane's done enough to warrant an opportunity to be the next #1 contender, as has Bryan. These two are the two best contenders right now, and we'll find out who is going to be the sole #1 contender. Like I said earlier, the loser of this match will be inserted into their respective Survivor Series teams. Daniel Bryan will be on Team RVD, Kane being on Team Sheamus. So if Kane loses, that will complete Team Sheamus, and will be Mark Henry, Sheamus, and Kane. And if Bryan does lose, though, it will be a spot available on each team. So Sheamus will have Henry and himself, in a spare spot, and RVD will have Bryan and himself in a spare spot. So we'll have to wait and see who will exactly fill those spots. We might find out in the next episode of Universe Mode. Bryan and Kane at the moment, though. Bryan into the corner, and a lot of you guys have been asking and, you know, spamming and, you know, telling me time and time again, give Bryan an opportunity, give him a chance, you know, and he's done enough. He's certainly done enough in recent times to get himself that US Championship. I think Bryan's doing the right thing. You know, the World Championship division, the WWE Championship division, I should say, is full. You know, you got Randy, you got Ryback, you got Orton, you got Triple H, you got Rollins, you got Reigns. You know, there's 6 guys in there that are certainly taking the whole division. And there's not much room for someone like Daniel Bryan, who he's on the outskirts, he's on the fringes of breaking through and getting himself an opportunity for that title, but he just can't pull together enough victories. He's had opportunities to get himself into these matches. Of course, he was in that Battle Royal, he's in the final of the Battle Royal, but he was thrown over the top rope thanks to Roman Reigns. So Bryan's been close, but just hasn't been able to get across the line. But now, at Survivor Series, Bryan has a really good chance if he can beat Kane to beat Dolph Ziggler. And Bryan has beaten Dolph Ziggler in the past, and certainly knows how to beat Ziggler, and that could be, you know, the beginning of the end for Dolph Ziggler's championship reign, which has been pretty good. You know, Ziggler's held it for a couple months now and had a few title defenses, so he's been pretty impressive. But certainly if he comes up against Daniel Bryan, this could be one of his toughest opponents, as Bryan with a knee to the midsection to Kane. Bryan off the top rope. Is he going to go for the flying headbutt? He does, and he connects. This could be the beginning of the end. Kane back to his feet. Oh, the running knee! The running knee! Kane, you should have stayed down. It's over. It's a 3 count, and Daniel Bryan will go to Survivor Series, and he's beaten Kane in very convincing fashion. And Kane will join Team Sheamus now. But look at that, the running knee, the flying headbutt off the top. Kane said, that's it, I'm getting back up. And he should have stayed down because it was over. The running knee. And Daniel Bryan has finally won a big matchup. He will get a title shot for all you Bryan fans. He's going to get a title shot at Survivor Series to take on Dolph Ziggler for the US Championship. Kane will join Team Sheamus, like I said. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us again for another edition of WWE 2k15 Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Guys, can we get 250 likes on this episode? That'd be amazing. I know you guys hit 200 last time and nearly 300. Can we get 250? Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.